You are in Desire to Learn, aka D2L. Now, I've made this little video because Desire to Learn is new to JCCC, it's new to me, and it's probably new to you as well. And I've got to confess that, especially if you are watching this during the spring semester of 2014, my first semester using D2L, you're probably going to see some things change, and there'll be things by spring break that I'll say, wow, I didn't know that very well. But that's okay. I want to just show you what I've learned so far and give you a look at the course, a course. I've chosen the Composition 2 course here. If you're in one of my literature courses, my apologies, but it should be fairly similar. Here's how we're going to work this thing. First of all, you log in by going, well, you've already logged in or you wouldn't be seeing this, but I'm still going to say it. You've logged in by going to online.jccc.edu, okay? Not dl.jccc.edu, which is what we've used for several years with Angel, which became evil in the last year or so, and we have abandoned it. Not what we need to talk about today. Okay, you log in using your same login you use on MyJCCC, and you'll see a list of courses. I'm not going to go there because that would mess up my preview. You choose whatever course you want to choose. So in this case, you're choosing, in this case, Composition 2 or American Literature 1 or Bibleist Literature, whichever course you're taking. Okay, you'll only have one English course more than likely, and so there you go. Okay, so you see the name of the course right up there. It's also right up there. Your name will probably be right here. There's a little doodad there for messages and updates and just all sorts of wonderful stuff. If there is news, and I've put some on here just so there would be some, it's going to appear right here. If there are updates, they'll appear right here. There aren't, you see. I don't know if you'll see this or not. I can switch myself to an instructor, which is useful for me because I can do stuff like change your grades. Not surprisingly, you can't do that. So I don't know if you'll see this at all, but maybe you'd want to change to a I don't know, somebody who's doing poorly in the class or something like that. I don't know. Let's look at these tabs here. The first one, or tabs, menu items, whatever you want to call them. The first one I want to look at is not the first one, but content. Okay, so we're going to click on content, and you're going to see bookmarks, upcoming events. Okay, I'm going to skip those for the moment because I honestly haven't entirely figured those out. But down the side here, you see a table of contents. Now, as I look at this, a lot of this stuff is not even here yet, but that's the stuff that's there. You've got introductory matters. All of my courses are divided by weeks, and so go to the appropriate place. Know what week you're in. Okay, we're in week 1, and if I click on here, it takes me to introductory matters. You might have noticed that the whole thing was here in the table of contents in a little bit less detail if I hadn't selected one. But I'm going to select introductory matters, and you'll see, oh looky there, I have completed 40% of it. Well, I think that just means I've looked at things. I hopefully have looked at all of them because I put them all here. But anyway, that's a little bar that might be useful to you. Just don't let it lie to you. Don't let it say, oh, you've done something when actually you just clicked on it and you didn't actually read the stuff. Okay, up here you see, okay, here's where we are, week 1, introductory matters. There's a little description of it here. You can download it or send it to the binder. I haven't done either one of those things, so you'll have to play with those and see if that works. Now, all of these items here that have the little green bar on the bottom and then a world, those are basically web pages. Okay, little HTML pages. You see this one there, this one there, there's one there. And that's going to be the guts of the course that you're supposed to, of stuff that you're supposed to read. Okay? Here, this thing with the 2 little speech balloons is a discussion topic, and notice the, I would point to it, but it'll go away, the little pop-up thing there that says introduce yourself, discussion topic. Okay? So those are discussions. Down here, with the question mark, that's a quiz. Alright, there are a couple of other icons, but these are the ones for this time. Actually, let's go and look at the next one. Same sort of a thing. declaration, these are web pages, another quiz, another web page, and this is a Dropbox. This is where you put papers in. Notice it's got a due date on there. Alright? So far so good. I'm going back to this one. Let's take a look at a couple of these. First of all, introduce yourself. Start a new thread. I haven't even introduced myself yet, so I'm going to do that. In fact, I'll do it right now. I'm going to start a new thread. I'm going to click on there. I'm going to introduce, I am Mark Browning. Okay? And then I come down here and I say, I have professed English at JCCC for over, oh my goodness, 25 years, and blah, blah, blah. Eventually, I'm not going to write this whole thing or you'd be bored out of your skull. But I'm going to cancel. But normally you'd hit post. I'll come back and type a real one later. And then it would appear there. Alright, that's pretty straightforward. If you've used Angel, it's pretty similar. It just looks a little different. The quiz, similar sort of a thing. It comes up, it tells you what the quiz is, tells you what time it is now, tells you who you are, tells you when it's available. It's not allowed now. Time is unlimited. This is one that's just, did you read the syllabus, yes or no? Okay? And if it were available, it would allow me to start the quiz, and you could do it. And I think that'll be self-explanatory too. So I don't want to bore you with that. I'm not going to mess with the Dropbox just yet because the Dropbox, we don't have to fool with it just yet. But it's pretty straightforward too. There are really only two other items here that I would encourage you to take a look at. Number one is calendar. Calendar. One of the neat things about the calendar is they put in all of the college-wide due dates, and like, of course, payment deadline was Tuesday of last week or this week or whenever you're looking at this. I hope you paid, or I don't know why you're in the class. Okay, you can look at it by month. You can look at it by day. Well, let's look at it by month for a second. When we look at this, you'll see that I've got all these multicolored things because I have several different classes and I've entered dates for them. You'll have them. I don't know if you'll have all of yours. I think you will, but you'll definitely have the ones for this course. And of course, if you have courses that are using Angel still, then you won't have all of your due dates on here. So be aware that only the ones of people using D2L are going to be appearing here. Similarly, I don't think Angel shows multiple class due dates in one. I think the calendars are kept separate. But there's your calendar, and you can add tasks over here. Play with that, and you're not going to break anything, I promise you. The only other one that you can get to discussions, Dropbox, and quizzes. You can get to those through these links right here, but I'd say don't. Go to them through the content. That's how I put them in there. That way you'll know you've done all the right stuff. Okay? So go to the content tab and work through there, and you'll find stuff working best that way. Okay, grades is significant, okay? That's where you're going to see all your grades, and look, I'm failing. I haven't gotten anything done, but pretty much all of the grades possible for this course are in here. Looks like a lot. It is. Not quite all of them are in there, and those will enter in here. I just want to say, on all of these courses, no matter what you're taking, if the grade looks funky, it very well might mean, if you think, I know I did everything, why don't I have any points for it? Don't panic, don't drop the course. It may just mean that Browning hadn't figured out how to work the gradebook perfectly yet. So ask me, I'll look it up, I'll probably find, oh, I didn't show you the grades or something like that, and I'll fix it. Okay? Of course, if you haven't done the work, that'll be a different matter altogether. Okay, so there's grades. There's also this user progress. I don't honestly know how this works. We'll have to see after there's some data in there. There's no progress available for this user. That does describe me. And a class list, I'm not sure if you'll see that also, but there are people in the class, and I'm just going to get off of that. All right, there is our little introduction to whatever this program is called. D2L, the wonderful and marvelous. I hope you will thoroughly enjoy it, and I hope I do too, even more. Okay? Okay.